Where did the whole no shoe thing come from?
It really started. So I got hurt maybe 8 years ago now, 7 years ago now, and just wasn't getting back healthy. I ended up finding these guys in Australia called Melbourne Muscular Therapy, Ninja and Aaron. They're like my guys. We talk every week. And I flew them out to Philly to try to get me healthy again, to play again. And they show up with no shoes on. And 7 years ago, I was the same way everybody looks at me now. I was like, what are y'all doing in South Philly with no shoes on? Y'all are out of your mind. Fast forward 2 or 3 years, I started training all the time barefoot. And a lot of guys do that in the offseason, especially just to get out of the cleats. The cleats are just notoriously bad for our feet. And about 3 years ago, I just said, what's the point? I try to get rid of things all the time. I have like 7 or 8 shirts. So I was like, why do I even have the shoes? One less thing to pack. And I just really started not wearing the shoes, and it's been great ever since.
Okay, look, I appreciate as a man that has the same exact black shirt. I have six of the same. Like this is my life. I appreciate this. Although I'm still trying to figure out how you walked around barefoot in Vegas because that cement, like it's a little bit much, Mac. I'm worried about the bottom of your feet, man. I'm worried about it. But I'm
Yeah,
not
that was
worried about
rough.
your football team. Yeah, this year you guys are killing it. 7-2 for the Patriots this year. Did you see anything this offseason, like when you guys came together, that told you that this team was going to be special?
I think you looking at a record now, it's easy to look back and say like, yeah, I just knew it then. But I think we were just willing to work. And 9 years in the league, I never know when we're going to be great or when we're going to be successful. I just know if guys are willing to work, it gives you a chance, and that's what we've given ourselves since OTAs. Everybody was happy to come to work and be challenged. And was it always everything was perfect? No, but we came to work and said, "Hey, I'm going to get better. I'm going to push you to get better. You push me to get better, and we're just going to keep stacking from there and give ourselves a chance when the season comes around." And here we are, putting some wins together, and it's been great.
It's exactly what you've been doing, stacking wins together. And it's a lot easier to stack those wins together when you have a quarterback that's absolutely slinging it. And that's exactly what Drake Maye has been doing this season. From what you've observed from him, what makes him different?
I'd say it kind of goes back to what I was saying about really the team is just his willingness to learn and get better. That every week, no matter whether he has success or not, he's coming in the next day and wanting to get coached. He wants to get better. He wants to come in the receiver meeting and come chop it up with the guys and say, "Hey, like, what are you guys seeing here? How can we be on the same page?" He's going into the running back room saying, "Hey, how could we I communicate with you better, whether it's pass protections or handing off the ball, whatever that is, with the tight ends, with the O line." Just constantly wanting to get better and improve his game, whether he had a great game or an average game.
All right, Mac. Caroline and I both, full disclosure, had the opportunity when we were in Nashville. We each covered Vrabel a little bit, right? So we're pretty familiar with Coach, right? You've got an interesting dude as your head coach. What's it been like for Vrabel in this first year trying to reset the culture with New England and just get everything on track for the Patriots?
He's been great. What he's preached is our identity, and our identity travels. Our identity doesn't sleep. Our identity isn't just on the football field. It's not just on Sundays. It's every day. It's in the weight room. It's in the locker room. It's off the field. It's when you go home. Our identity is our identity, and he's done a great job at just preaching that over and over, and then showing it. I mean, he comes to work ready to go, just the way we are. I know he's itching. If they gave him a pair of pads, he'd be out there playing with us. I'm not sure how many snaps he could go before the body gives out. But I know he'd be willing to do it if it came down to it.
And I think he would be willing to do a lot of things because he did say, again, very famously on Bussin' with the Boys, that he would cut off a certain body part for a Super Bowl. Now, I know you won a Super Bowl in Philadelphia, but I've been told the best Super Bowl is the next one. So, what about you? What would Mac whack for another Super Bowl?
Um, I mean, it wouldn't be my feet. I feel like that's kind of what I'm known for. It'd be hard to do my hands, but what would be like my most that like I really would not want to cut is my hair. I think I get a lot of my power from that, and it seems easy to cut it off, but
Fair.
when your hair is long, it's very Samson-esque. So cutting it off would not be great for me. But yeah, for a Super Bowl, for another Super Bowl, like there's really nothing like it. All the time you spend away from your family where you don't see anybody. February 8th, when the Super Bowl is over, one team realizes it was all worth it. All that sacrifice was worth it.
If you ever cut your
No
hair off,
doubt.
it would be a social media phenomenon. You're great at social media. What is it about like Instagram, TikTok, sort of? What are you trying to convey to the world when you're out there showing everybody who you are?
Really that number one, you can be yourself. Don't feel like you have to be anybody other than who you are. And it's okay that some people like there's plenty of people that don't like me or think I'm a weirdo or think that like I'm doing stuff for attention, and that's fine. I'm not for everybody, but I'm for the people that are for me. And that's what I would convey, number one. And number two, I always just try to preach the education thing. Like education is cool. It's cool to be smart. It's cool to learn new things. It's cool to try new things. It's cool to fail. That's part of life. It doesn't have to be like perfect all the time. It doesn't have to be sports only. Like go ahead and be the smartest kid in the school. Like that's cool to me.
Yeah, you've been crushing it on social media, and that's not the only thing that you do great off the field. You also work with the Special Olympics, which is a cause very near and dear to my heart as well. I recently saw that you took 25 kids from Special Olympics to your game. You got them a shopping spree at the team store after the game, and it was just all good feels. It was amazing. It filled up my cup. I had all the warm fuzzies from it. So, what's your history working with the Special Olympics, and why is that a cause that's so near and dear to your heart?
It's been a long road. So I've known the Special Olympics athletes. When I grew up, I knew some. I had a neighbor, and then that kind of graduated into when I was in college. One of my teammates, his brother was a Special Olympics athlete, so I got to do things with him. And then it really took off when I was in Miami. Went to Radio Row when it was, with Special Olympics athletes then, and it grew and grew, and now I'm a global ambassador, and I've been able to be at events, and hopefully I can go to more like the winter games and the summer games when we're not in football season. But the amount of selfishly energy I get from them when I'm with them, the just like wholesome, I treat you how you treat me. Like one thing every time I go is number one, all the athletes are going to compete, but number two, they're going to treat you exactly how you treat them. If you're genuine to them, they're genuine to you, and I love that about them. I love how much fun I can have with them and how many cool things we can do. And after the game and before the game, I got to see all those athletes this past Sunday, and the energy, like just screaming and hollering, like I love that. And that's what it's about. That's why I do it. That feeling you get inside that's just like this is right.
The way you use your platform is
It's
really
awesome.
inspiring, Mac. It's really incredible for all of us to get to see. Before we get you out of here, UNC, big win, Halloween night. All right. Have the Tar Heels turned the corner? We all in on this?
I can't be all in on any type of college ball. If I'm not playing, I don't know. I hope they turn the corner because the amount, especially being in this building, the amount of stuff we have to hear is just like, what in the world? Like, just let them boys play. It'll be all right.
You getting a fair amount of trash talking from everybody on there? Come on. We know that
Uh,
Saturday talk rolls big on Sundays.
yeah, I get plenty, but Drake gets way more because he's fresher out of there, so he's getting it way worse than I am. Some of the guys don't even realize I went to Carolina. They think I must have went back when Michael Jordan was playing. So I'm out of there.
Mac, man, we
Yeah,
appreciate
let
your
the
time.
young
Thanks for
guns
all
get
that you've
the
done.
trash talk.
Thanks for everything that you've done to just contribute to the world outside of just playing football. It's beautiful to see what you've done for the world. It's beautiful to see what you do with Special Olympics. And congratulations on a kick-ass season, man. We appreciate your time. Keep crushing it this year. Thanks.
Absolutely. Thank you both so much.